Well, it's another top 25 matchup for the Salukis as the South Dakota Coyotes come in the Saluki Stadium as it's senior day for SIU on Saturday for what should be a gorgeous afternoon for football. Alongside the coach Pat Poore, Mike Trude, I am Luke Martin. This Coyote team, Mike, they were 2-3 through their first 5 games, and many folks left them for dead. My goodness, they are 5-1 in the last 6 games, and now they're in position where they're in a win, and they're in the postseason.
Yeah, they've really come alive, and they've done it with defense. They've given up more than 25 points only twice this year, North Dakota State and Iowa State. Since that time, they're averaging about 21 points given up per ball game. So they're scoring enough to win. So they're doing it with defense, doing it with efficiency, holding on to the football. They're winning the time of possession, which in this case is a good thing for them. And they are one step away from guaranteeing themselves of being in the playoffs.
Aiden Bauman struggled a little early this year, but only 1 interception since North Dakota State. He's played mistake-free football and has done enough on the offensive side in this winning stretch.
Yeah, I believe he's 153 attempts without a turnover, and they have not turned the ball over in 5 games since they played North Dakota State. So I think a lot of what Mike's talking about defensively, and you see it offensively too, is 2 really good systems that obviously they trusted their systems coming, out of that little spot start of the season. And, defensively they remind me a lot of Iowa defense. They're kind of stifling, kind of frustrating.
Again, offensively, they want to run the football, and Charles Pierre was one of the best in the country. He gets hurt. L.J. Phillips, who is their current leading rusher, wasn't even near the top of their depth chart at the start of this year, and man, he has been impressive to watch.
He is phenomenal, just a sophomore. So you think, well, you got to wait your turn. No, not necessarily. If you show that you can do it, and their running game is basically Phillips and a few guys. It's Phillips with the majority of the carries, just carries the load, strong runner. Once he gets through the hole, he's tough to catch. The offensive line, while they got decimated by the portal a year ago, has retooled. They're still 300 across the line. Big guys, efficient, make some holes, and Phillips is the man.
Travis Johansson, who is their head coach now, was their defensive coordinator under Bob Nielsen. So it's no surprise to see defense be such a big strength. What have you seen from Coach Johansson as the head coach now? And man, how that defense has really picked up.
Well, I think him transitioning to the head coaching role, a really good job of roster building in the portal era. Mike talked about the running back Phillips, a plug-and-play guy. They've done a great job with having that next guy in line when they've lost players, the 3 kids playing up front. And, I think that's the key to their run game is up front. Offensive line-wise played really well, and they are big. They're really big at the guard. But the thing with Coach Johansson is he's been there and done that. He's won a national championship, obviously a lower level, brought Billy Ray Kirchin as the defensive coordinator, who has also won a national championship at a lower level. So there's real trust there from the standpoint of him being the head coach and the defense doing what he wants them to do. And that all lends to just him doing a really good job, first-year head coach, taking over a program and kind of raising the bar even a little bit. I mean, there had to be some pressure there that, like, hey, here's the expectations, taking over for Coach Nielsen and what he had built. And he's done a really good job of continuing to linearly keep that thing going the right direction.
Of course, back-to-back top 10 wins for South Dakota, with the last 3 games being in the Dakota Dome. Okay, defensively, you look at their defense, Mike. Caden Crawford has been just an absolute game wrecker. 65 tackles on the year, 9 tackles for loss. And then on the back end, Mikey Munn, 11 passes defended this year with 3 picks and 8 breakups.
Yeah, they're good at the back 7. And the front 4 is pretty good. Their defensive linemen get into the backfield and make tackles for loss and get sacks. So, again, very efficient on both sides of the ball. We talk about all the time about complementary football. I think South Dakota may be the epitome of what a complementary team has been the last 5 or 6 games. They do just what they need to offensively. They don't turn the ball over. Their kicking game has been phenomenal with field goals. Red zone, they struggle scoring touchdowns, but they do convert the field goal, and then their defense says, we got your back. We'll hold them down. We'll get a 3-and-out or maybe give up a first down or two, but we're not going to let them score. So it's just been a really nice combination for them. And Southern, I thought, looking a couple of weeks ago, that this would be a game that offensively Southern could do well in. As I keep digging a little bit deeper with South Dakota's defense, it's really going to be tough to score against this team.
No doubt, and that's been a key for Southern to have success in games. They have to put up points. And look, for this Saluki team, Coach Poor, they know, just like it seems like every team in the league right now that wants to make the postseason, you have to win to keep your postseason hopes alive. But also, it's senior day, a lot of special seniors within this program. There's many reasons the Dogs want to try to find a way to get a win against a really quality opponent on Saturday.
Yeah, kind of that validation thing to prove what type of football team we have and who we are. We're kind of standing on the edge of the cliff in terms of the playoff picture and all that, and we know that all that's out there, and coming in and playing a team that's hot, like Mike was talking about. You look at their scores in these wins in this run, and they're those type of wins. I mean, they're finding a way, playing complementary football, and that's something from the Saluki standpoint we've got to do a better job of. To win this game on Saturday, we have to play a complete complementary football game, all three phases.
Noon will be the kickoff, so it'll be bright and early at Saluki Stadium on Saturday. Coach Pat Poor will be on the TV call with Larry Larson tomorrow. You can watch that on ESPN+. But if you want the true workers of the pregame show, starts at 11 a.m. on Saluki Radio with Mike Trude and yours truly. It's going to be a fun one on Saturday. Tomorrow, Saluki Nation, we look forward to seeing you here for Senior Day. For the Coach Pat Poor, for Mike Trude, I am Luke Martin saying so long. We will talk to you tomorrow, Saluki Nation. Go Dogs.